So I'm back on my old block where I used to live. I'm gonna take you on a little bit of a ride real quick. Let me just. What's up, guys? And this is my first house where I lived in. This is where it all started. So me and my sister would walk from this house all the way to elementary school. So from there we'll start walking. There's my old neighbor's house, Kathy. My old friend, Casey, used to live over here. I used to go by his house, play basketball. But we played basketball mainly by my house. Then we would continue walking this way. And to the left is Fred's house, our old neighbor Fred. Not sure where he is. I don't think he lives there anymore. Then we continue walking and walking. There's Jose's house. He was a troublemaker on the block until some kids jumped him and beat him up, and after that he never started trouble with anyone again. And we keep walking, and there's our old friend, our maintenance guy, Lee. He used to always work on my car and invite us over to watch WWF. He was a really nice guy. He had a lot of Rottweilers. So me and my sister would continue walking all the way to the end. Then we would look to the right. We would walk this way. There's an old lady's house. She used to live there with a little dog. And her husband used to work way in the back. He was working on something. I'm not sure what he was working on. Then one day, me and my sister decided, hey, let's skip school. And we skipped school right in this trees area, all these trees, and we were hiding in there. And then there's this one guy that would drive back and forth, this one white guy with a beard. He would walk back and forth looking for us like, who are those kids? He would score around the block, and me and my sister would hide in there. And he didn't see us. So then we continue walking from here. And walking. And we keep going. I believe my friend Robert used to live in those houses over there somewhere. Real fast story. To the left of the side here, I was responsible for taking care of these little fish in this little glass aquarium. I was supposed to bring it back, and I slipped it out of my hands. It broke, and the little fish died on the sidewalk. To the right is where I got in a fight with a group of kids. Warren was the main guy, and we got in a fight on this hill. A whole bunch of kids were jumping me at the same time, and thank God I won that fight. My sister was walking on the sidewalk. She didn't want no part of it. And I was young, probably 12, who knows, or 13, who knows. So we're walking and walking, and we continue to walk. Some guys roll past a stop sign, and this area's gone down the hill pretty much. It's got bad. A long time ago, my friend, in elementary, got killed here. It was on the news. He got ran over by a car. The car went past a stop sign. But to the left is my school, my first school ever, Hampton Elementary School. That's one of the doors where you graduate from, but that's not my first door. The first door, I believe, is on the other side. So now that my father used to take me, and he actually went in with his vehicle like I'm about to do. And the very first place he dropped me off. So my father would bring me over here. And it was winter time when he dropped me off. My very first place he dropped me off, school. And I was little. My very first kindergarten. Right here. And through these doors. That was my first entrance. My first day at school. Okay, from there, later on in life, I graduated. And for this school, you move up. So you go I believe this is north. So you go north to these doors. I graduated, and then the last doors is when you're done with school, completely done. When you get to the last doors to the back of the building over here. Now, I'm going to show you a testimony real quick of what happened to me. So when I was playing basketball, it was recess. I was playing basketball, and Kenton was playing basketball with me. There was a whole bunch of kids, so I'll get out and show you. I was playing basketball. So there's the hoop right over there. There's hoop, but I was focused on this one. So I had the basketball in my hands, and I looked at the hoop, and I was about to run and jump, and for some weird reason, I kept floating up. And I went to go try to throw the ball, but I couldn't, so I kept floating and floating and floating up. Kenton was in the bottom, looking at me, looking up, like, whoa. And then I got scared and fell back to the ground, threw the ball and fell back to the ground. All the kids, the bell rang, and all the kids started running right back to the school. And that day I told my mom, like, I actually flew in the air. Like, my mom told me the angels probably would have lifted you up or something, but that's what happened to me. That's the only time I've ever flew like Superman, but I was floating up. I felt like I was airless. I just felt like I was floating up. It was so weird. Anyways, so from there on, that's the soccer that we used to play, kickball. So from there on, I would go from this elementary school to middle school, which I don't have the middle school, Roosevelt Middle School of the Arts on here, but after that, I go to Custer. So the same place where I walked from, I would walk from my house to Custer, which Custer is a little bit more further east down, which me and my sister, I think it was my sister, but I remember me going by myself for some reason. But I used to walk, and then basically we kept going straight past the school. We kept going all the way down. But anyways, that was my high school, my last school, going down this way, Custer. It was called Custer, but it turned into Obama High School. Not sure why they changed it to Obama. It's kind of weird. I think Custer sounded better. But we kept going down. I kept walking and walking and walking. And the older generation always tells you, we used to walk, they're always like, we used to walk far in our days. And then, guess what? In my generation, I walk far too. Because there was no school bus for this location, so I had to walk. Good exercise. Keeps your legs in shape, so that's a good thing. And maybe that's why later on in life I enjoy running and stuff like that. But anyways, this is Custer School. I used to go to that school, go all the way to the front of the building, and that's about it for that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.